Hello guys, today what I want to show you how you can use Materialize CSS style sheet within your React application, right? If we look at the documentation here for Materialize CSS, we realize there are two ways of which you can do it. The first one is the CDN and the NPM way. I'm going to show you both ways, but in this tutorial we're going to concentrate with the CDN. Then in the next tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use NPM. All right, so I've gone ahead, created a React app, and you can see it's running. It is running on port 3001. Okay, and for my code editor I'm using Visual Studio Code Editor, and of course you're welcome to use any editor of your preference. I just happen to like Visual Studio Code. I think it is very, very good. It works well for me. We understand each other, right? So let us go to the documentation again for Materialize CSS. What we need to do here, using the CDN, we need to get this markup here, okay, these two links. So we're going to copy this and come to our React application. Within the React application, we want to put these links here, right? So what do we have now? We do have a Materialize style sheet that we're getting from our CDN, and we also have the JavaScript of the Materialize CSS also from the CDN. Okay, we are going to use both of these. All right, okay, so let us save this and see what we have so far. If we look at the browser, it's still running. Okay, nothing is broken yet. Hopefully nothing will break. So next thing that we want to do, we've got our Materialize CSS, the style sheet, and the JavaScript that we need. So let us go and create a component and use these guys here, right? What component are we going to do? In fact, I've gone ahead also and organized myself here. I've added a folder called components under the source directory there. Within components, I've got another one that I've called layout. Okay, so within layout, what I intend to do is use a navbar from Materialize CSS, and let's get the markup from Materialize CSS. Okay, here we go, right? We're going to have this one here. It looks good, I think, and this is the markup. So we're going to copy this. Okay, copy that, and in here we are creating component navbar. We're going to call it navbar.js. okay, there we are, and we are going to have a class component. Okay, you could do with a functional component, but when it comes to using JavaScript, it will limit you. So a class component is what is required here. So class component, there we are, and we call this navbar, right? And we just want one export, this one. Okay, so let us save this and have a look at what we have so far. Right, still working. Good. I like to keep on checking. Now we've got the markup for our navbar, so we're gonna paste it there, but let us make it look tidy. Tidy is what we want. There, this looks better, like so. Right, let us save this, and we have created our component. Now we want it to show on our front page, so we need to go to app.js, import that component, right? Import the component like so, and this component is the navbar that we want, right? So we're getting this from the components folder, components, spelled right, and layout. This is where it is. Now we can grab our navbar. Okay, good. So we have imported this in the app class. So we want to use this, and we're going to put it, let us put it there, right at the top. Navbar, there it is. Okay, let us save this now. Save, right, and let's have a look. There we are, number one story. Good. And what I'd like to do is to use the JavaScript now. We've used the style sheet. That's the way to do it, guys. Now we want to use the JavaScript. So to use the JavaScript, I've thought of adding a site nav there. All right. So let us go back to our Materialize CSS documentation, and we want a site nav. Site nav, there we are. Site nav is there. We want the markup. Is this the site nav? Definitely it is. This is the site nav, okay? And the markup, it's here, down here, okay? So we are going to get all this, right? So we've got that. Now we need to come up back there, and we are creating a site nav within Materialize, and we're gonna put it there. Okay, we have problems here, and what we need to do is that squiddle, and I think it's this one, right? That looks okay. The only thing to remember here, you can't have class, it must be class name. So I'll go here, find and replace, and it's class that I want to change, and I want to change it to class name, like so, right? And yes, change everything. Only problem is this is class, not class name. Okay, we seem to be sorted. Save. Now, if you look down here, this is the trigger for this UL element here for the site nav, this site nav. The trigger is this one. What I mean by trigger is if you click on this, it should trigger this to come out, okay? But we want to get this and have it within the nav by itself. So we're gonna cut this like so and place it just next to the logo like so. Okay, now let's see what we have. Save all and go back to our app. Right, nothing is happening. Yeah, it is working okay, but if you look here, the HTML, we did place the HTML, but there is no trigger. That href, we can't see it here. But if you do this, and there we are, there it is, that's the edge. But now if you click on there, nothing is happening. All right, so we need to sort out this. Okay, so how are we going to sort out now? You see, when I expand this page, that href, it disappears. Okay, if I bring it like that, mobile wise, it comes up. Okay, what we want to do, we want this one to always show. Okay, so the way to do it, you can come back there, and inside here we can say show on large as well. Yeah, show on large, right? Okay, so let's see. Save. Yeah, there it's showing, but we don't want menu like that. We want a hamburger type of menu. Okay, so let's come back here. What we need to do is we want to use Google font icons. So if we come back to the documentation here, we've got the link. If you come down like this, no, on getting started, if you come down here, we should have a link to the Google icon fonts. Okay, so let us grab this one. Okay, like so. Right, we've got it. We need to come back to index HTML, and you want it on top of this style sheet. Paste it like so, then save. Right, have we made any good difference? Let's see. Wow, there we are. But if we click on there, nothing is happening. Right, so this is where the JavaScript comes in. We've got our JavaScript again there, right? We want to use this JavaScript. So how do we do this? So you need to come to your component, right? Inside here, we're going to have the did mount, right, function. So within the did mount function, we need to initialize this, okay? And the way to do that, if we come back to our documentation for the site nav, we will find the initialization there, the script for that. So we need to copy this, okay? Come here, right? Then paste that like so, okay? But that's not all, because if I save like that, you'll see there is a problem. Yeah, this M is undefined, right? Now to sort out this, what you just do is it's const M equals window dot M, like so, okay? Then save this, not window, right? It must be window. Save, compile, options not defined, this one, so we need to put our options there. So it takes an object like so, okay, then save that, right? No error showing. Let's have a look at what we have. React, our hamburger is there, okay, click, there we are, guys. Okay, let us just add another component just to reinforce the use of JavaScript in here, okay? So what we're gonna do is, let us use a model. So if we come down here, model, we're going to copy that. We're going to copy that, okay? This will also need the JavaScript initialization, yeah? This one, okay? So let's go ahead and create our model component, and we are going to call it our model. It is ours, guys. Our model .js. All right, enter like that. So we've got, now we also want a class component, so we'll go like so, and it's our model like that. Okay, good. And we don't need this export here. This one will do. We want the HTML for everything there, and if you put comments there, it looks like it complains. And let us make this tidy a bit. That looks better. Yeah, I think it looks better. It looks better. Okay, right, so this has to be initialized, right? So same way guys, get this, copy that, come back to your component. In there, after this is mounted, yeah, then we're gonna paste that there. Then this M, we know we need to declare it like so, as a constant. M equals to window, then dot M, like so. Okay, then let's save everything. Save. No complaints, good so far. We've got our model here, so we want to use it. Let's come here, and where are we going to put this model? We are going to have it, let's have it here, okay, like so. But first we need to import it, isn't it? We need to import this model, bring it into our app.js. So import our model from components, components, and within layout, and it's our model, is it? Yeah, model, there, we've got it. Close like so, and now we can stick it here. Yeah, let's stick it here. Let's put it here, and we are going to have our model like so. Okay, save this, and let's have a look at what we have. Options, guys, options need sorting out. So if we come there, so this is where you put your options. Okay, save this, right, and let's have a look at what we have now. Wow, we know this one is working, it's not affected. Yeah, there we are. All right, so guys, I've shown you the way to use CDN, the style sheet, as well as the JavaScript. Just to recap, you come to get started, and down here, this is where you pick up your style sheet and the JavaScript. Once you've got this, come to your application in index within public, right? You stick in your style sheet, materialize JavaScript, as well as your Google font icons there as well, right? Now, when you come to building your component to use the JavaScript, you have to place it in the component did mount, right? Also, one other thing, you saw me do this CDM that one. Yeah, the shortcut, the snippet generator that I've been using, if you go to extensions here, it's this one. You need to add this extension. Okay, right. So save. Now let's go back here. Then once you have done that, you need, if you don't put this, you'll have problems of undefined M. Yeah, so this is what you do, okay, so that you can use this M here. And remember to put your options in there. What do I mean by options? If you come here, we want side nav. Let me show you on side nav. Side nav options. These options. So you get your options from here. Okay. Say we wanted edge. This edge. By default, your side nav will come from the left side, but you can override this and put right in there. Let's go ahead and do it. So copy this, go in there. This is for the side nav, yes. So you'll go in like that, paste that. Then this must be a string. Yeah, this must be a string, and we are going to have it on the right side. Let us save this. Okay, and go back here. Before, with our side nav coming there. Now if we click, you see it's coming from the right. So that's how you'll use options. Okay, modal, that's the same concept. Okay guys, I only hope you found this very useful, and I will appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. By the way, this is my first tutorial, and the second tutorial, like I've said, we are doing the NPM approach, and many more videos are coming. All right, so thank you guys. Please do subscribe and like, share this with others. Thank you.